Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. You are watching the Sabah Show. Keep it locked right here on Horizon TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Kwa jina nilobarikiwa nalo ni Ibtisam Jamal. Ungana nami katika Sabah Show.
Only on Horizon TV.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amani juu yako mtazamaji. Wanakuita wanatambua kama Mariam Mwacharo. Unatizama the Sabah Show.
Assalamu alaikum. Let's brighten up your morning. I am Aisha Khan and you're watching the Sabah Show.
Only on Horizon TV.
Wake up to exciting mornings every day. Active Jumatatu with Muhammad Obura. Tech Tuesday with Yusuf Farah. Wednesday, the special edition Business Chat with Ibtisam Jamal. All about your health on Healthy Thursdays with Mariam Mwacharo. Aisha Khan with thorny pertinent issues every Friday on the Round Table. Fresh discussions, direct probe in Sabah Show, only on Horizon TV.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chilea utapata mwana si wako. Kwa majina ni Muhammad Obura na hii ni Sabah Show. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bila shaka ni siku ya Jumatatu na kipindi hewani ni Active Jumatatu. Nahodha wako ni Muhammad Sam Obura, nikuletea masaa mawili. Lisaa la kwanza uchambuzi wa magazeti, alafu lisaa la pili gumzo. Na leo tutakuwa tunazungumzia hatima ama tutakuwa tunazungumzia mambo ambayo binti anafaa ajue kuhusiana na jinsi ambavyo anafaa kujibeba katika jamii. Hayo na mengine mengi ni katika awamu ya pili. Lakini katika awamu ya kwanza, kama ada, kama kawaida, ni uchambuzi wa magazeti yetu ya humu nchini. Na siko peke yangu, nipo na kikosi kikubwa sana. Edwin Airo, nipo na Mnene. Vipi? Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Mambo mazuri.
Mambo mazuri kabisa, nashukuru Mungu, nafurahi kukuona pia.
Edu, vipi? Nafurahi kukuona bwana. Hatujaonana bwana.
Kwa muda
mrefu zaidi ya masaa 72. Tukie katika magazeti yetu, na leo gazeti ambalo litakuwa lina tufungulia kikao chetu ni gazeti la Taifa Leo, na habari ambayo imeweza kupewa kipaumbele ni Kibra, mwamko mpya ODM, na mchujo ufanyika kwa amani, huku wengi wakiridhia na mshindi wa tiketi. Chama cha ODM Jumamosi usiku kilimtangaza kakake marehemu Ken Okoth, Bernard Imran Okoth, kuwa mpeperushaji bendera yake katika uchaguzi mdogo wa Kibra, huku kwa nadra chama hicho kikionyesha mfano mzuri kwa kudumisha amani katika shughuli hiyo. Wengi walidhani kwamba kutatokea vurugu ama kutatokea hali na sintofahamu katika uchaguzi mdogo wa kuweza kuchagua atakayewakilisha chama cha ODM katika uchaguzi mdogo wa Kibra. Tumeweza kumwona Imran akiweza kuibuka kidedea ama akiweza kuibuka na ushindi baada ya kuweza kukabiliana na watu wengi, akina Brian na akina Msungu, akiweza kuwashinda. Wadhani kwamba ODM itakuwa inapigania ama inapata fursa ya kuweza kuwakilisha mtaa wa Kibra tena kule bungeni, ama itakuwaje? Manake pia tunajua kwamba Jubilee wapo pale wanajaribu kutafuta kiti kile. Itakuwaje? Wataweza, Edu?
Unajua Kibra tuseme ni ngome ya ODM, na but hapo awali tumeona katika michujo ya hii michujo ya tumekuwa na by elections, tumeona ODM wamekuwa wakibanduliwa katika hata ngome zao. Uliona huko Siaya David Ochenga akachukua. So ile nasema kwamba hili ni jambo mzuri sana ambalo ODM wameanza kuonyesha. Wanaonyesha maturity na political culture, kwa sababu tunataka mahali ambapo wananchi uamuzi wao utaheshimiwa. Kwamba kama ni Sam, tunajua tu ni Sam, apite mambo ya haki. Isiwe mambo ya kuprefer candidate alafu you impose the candidate on the people. Hapo ndio unapata kwamba watu wana reject na wana revolt, alafu Wakifikia kali kama hiyo wanapigia mtu mwingine alafu chama kinapoteza kiti. Na ODM imejifunza sana their lesson kwa sababu umeona wakipoteza viti. So wameona kwamba
wacha labda ni ule uteuzi moja kwa moja.
Yes,
labda si favorable candidate anachaguliwa,
lakini watu hawamtaki.
Labda Mnene anaweza wakilisha labda ni mtaa wa Embakasi ama mtaa wa Kibra vizuri. Basi labda mimi kama mwenyekiti wa ODM ama mimi kama mkuu pale ODM nasema kwamba mimi naonelea huyu jamaa.
Hiyo ndio imekuwa shida, na nafurahia kwamba mwenye party leader ODM Raila Odinga yeye mwenyewe hata ameridhishwa na matokeo. Whether the ODM structure believes in the process or not, sisi tumeona kwamba it has been free fair na that is the way to go. Again, ukiona mwakilishi wa Jubilee McDonald Mariga, huyu ni mtu mwenye haelewi hata Kibera inakaa aje. This is somebody who doesn't stay there. He has never toured that place to understand the area. Somei wapi?
Amesomea huko.
He doesn't understand that area. I mean, this guy
amesomea huko high school.
He is registered voter wapi? Unajua? So hayo ndio maswali pia wananchi wengi wanajiuliza. Na mimi in my own opinion naona kwamba yes, tunaheshimu uteuzi wake na kuwa mgombea wa Jubilee, but kwangu sina imani sana Jubilee have got a candidate mwenye anaweza piga ODM. Kwa sababu umeona revolt ikikuwa nasema kwamba huyu si mtu wa hapa, huyu atumjui, huyu haelewi. So ninaongea kwa ile lugha yenye imekuwa ikiongeleka kwa ground,
lugha ya mtaani kule,
lugha ya mtaani kule. Wanasema sisi Mariga atumjui. Unajua si ati hawamjui, lakini hawamjui kulingana na hali liko.
Si mkazi wa pale.
Haelewi mambo ya
haelewi venye mambo ya kule anaendesha.
Ndio. Alafu
ajui labda watu wakula wanataka nini.
Yes.
Watu wa market pale wanataka nini.
Ndiyo.
Ili kuweza kuimarika kibiashara.
Alafu kitu kimoja inafaa pia ujue ya kwamba kwa hii country by elections zenye zimekuwa na mwenye anapoteza kiti ndugu yake akisimama anachukua kila kiti. Hakuna mwenye amepoteza. Aliyekuwa gavana wa Bomet alichukua kiti through a by election. Huyu Public Accounts Committee chair wa National Assembly, ndugu yake Otieno Kajwang vile alifariki, akasimamishwa akachukua kile kiti. So history speaks for those people.
Kilonzo Junior akachukua kwa babake.
Atachukua. Mimi naona kwamba kama history inaweza kuwa repeated, then Imran amechukua hiyo kiti.
Ishara kwamba Imran tayari atakuwa anawakilisha Kibra katika bunge.
Aniruhusu bana Obura kuongea.
Bila shaka na kuhusu kwa lugha ya Kimombo.
I think it's since the formation of ODM, I think it's the only party that has tried to conduct nominations and having party election and that kind of a thing. In the past, it has been severely chaotic, and that has led to people who have been close to the leadership of ODM getting the nomination tickets and eventually going up, because people used to vote the infamous 6-piece. You vote from the top downwards the party that you're going with. But I'll go against saying, because it's a delicate issue for me. I'll give Imran the upper hand. One thing, Kibra has been an ODM region since for so long. The upper Langata region has been a party that has been the ODM candidate has always won. The other thing is the brother to Ken Okoth, who has a very good track record in the.
He was in the CDF.
His brother had a very good track record. He was the chairman for CDF, so everything they did, his brother did. He knows what has been done. But at the same time, don't underestimate the weight of Jubilee and ANC. Mudavadi has been there campaigning for their candidate. Ruto passed by there last week. I think don't underestimate the influence, the split of votes that will be brought about between the candidate for ANC and the Jubilee candidate who will have strong support with the DP. So, but Imran of course has an upper hand.
Imran has an upper hand. Na katika gazeti hili la Taifa Leo, habari zingine ambazo zimeweza kugusiwa ama kudokezwa ni haya: Harambee Stars Uganda Cranes ni nusu mkate. Bila shaka ni mechi hiyo ya kirafiki ambayo iliweza kushuhudiwa jana katika uwanja wa michezo wa Kasarani Kenya ikiweza kusajili sare, ikiweza kutoka nyuma na kusajili sare ya goli 1-1 dhidi ya Uganda Cranes. Haya, mwekezaji aenda kortini akimdai Biwott shilingi bilioni 6. Haya, mwanasiasa maarufu Nicholas Biwott aliaga dunia miaka 2 iliyopita, lakini deni linaendelea kumwandama hadi kaburini. Haya ndio mambo ambayo yanaangazwa katika gazeti hili la Taifa Leo. Ruto atanipigia magoti, hajigamba kutunyi. Hatamu kweli kweli nakwambia leo. Aliyeuawa Kwale ahusika katika maafa Dusit. Haya nitakuwa nakujuza zaidi. Na hatimaye wazazi wa wanafunzi waliangamia Kianguli wafidiwa. Nitakuwa nakueleza haya na mengine mengi. Haya, acha tupate habari ambayo imeweza kudokezwa ama imeweza kuangaziwa katika gazeti la Daily Nation. Mudavadi rules out 2022 poll pact with Ruto. Na mnene Ruto alikuwa katika ngome ya Mudavadi na akawa na msihi Mudavadi aweze kujiunga naye katika kinyang'anyiro cha urais ama aweze kumua mkono katika kinyang'anyiro cha urais mwaka 2022. Lakini Mudavadi katika kauli yake kule Kibra sasa kwamba adhani kama anaweza jiunga na Ruto, manake matatizo ambayo Kenya inapitia ni yatoka katika serikali pamoja na Ruto.
You know, Mr. Obura, the issue of in politics, there are no permanent enemies, no permanent friends. Mudavadi is just saying that for the sake, at the point that he is playing safe in that. At the end of the day, the forerunners in the 2022 general election is Right Honorable Raila Odinga and Mr. Ruto. Yes, of course. Those are the only two political leaders who can stand up for national elections and be able
allow Raila to run for presidency.
Why will it not allow him? He's a citizen of Kenya. He's a member. He's a registered voter. I think those are just the qualifications that you need for.
What about the age?
Age is no problem.
I think the age is a fact in the constitution.
No, there is no age problem for one running for the president. There is no age limit in that. I think the issue of us going back and forth saying about his age and everything, that should be a non-issue for me. Mr. Odinga has a track record. He is one of the forefathers of CIPRO 92, the democracy fathers for this country. He's been in the system for long, and I don't think there is any other candidate which can wield the political power to challenge Ruto for 2022. So Mudavadi, the likes of Mudavadi, Kalonzo, Wetangula, they are holding their cards close to their chest. But going back to 2013, 2017, Kalonzo, Mudavadi had the option of joining Jubilee. They opted to go with Mr. Odinga. They failed in that. Probably right now, if Mr. Odinga will go,
will they be trained to go back to the government?
What are the lines for 2022 elections will be drawn when the BBI issue will come up. That's when we will be able to draw who is on this side, who is on the other side, because at that time anything is possible. Don't rule out even the candidature of Ruto and Odinga. It's still possible in that, or the candidature of Kenyatta and Odinga. So right now, right now anything is possible. The lines are not so clear. I'll say that there is a lot of juggling here and there. People are trying to position themselves politically, and I think for now Mudavadi ruling out a pact with Ruto for now, it's too early to call that he won't be in the ballot with Mr. Ruto. It might be possible. Yeah.
Again, look at where Deputy President was speaking from. We also need to look at the audience. That kind of message was well delivered to the right audience. Sabati is Mudavadi's hometown. That is his home. So you expect any politician to speak favorably to Mudavadi in Vihiga, because that is his home. You cannot come to my home and start speaking trash about me. My children will hit you. So, but again, look at Mudavadi's rejoinder. Look at his comments. He says he can't work with Ruto because Ruto has run down our economy. Ruto has helped to, you know, plunge the country in debt burden. That Ruto is a bad politician. Mudavadi has painted Ruto in a very dark way that I do not really agree with him fully, because Ruto is the deputy president, does not directly negotiate for, you know, let's say loan facilities for this country. That is the mandate of the president and the cabinet secretary, and now when we get to the National Assembly, they get to scrutinize. So you find Ruto's hand is a bit far from these instruments, even if, you know, the president can negotiate without necessarily consulting the deputy president, because he is the president, constitutionally mandated, fully mandated.
He's the head.
Yes. So I do not agree with him on that one, because Ruto is just the deputy president and we have a functioning president. So people paint Ruto in very funny ways, but we've not had a substantive confirmation that he has stolen ABC, that he's a bad politician because of 1, 2, 3, you know, because again, you know, in this country we play politics in a very funny way. When people want to take you down, they paint you in the darkest way possible. But again, we must be alive to the fact that our politics work in a very peculiar way. What you think might not work today could work tomorrow.
Because you never know.
Yes, because
anything is possible.
Yeah, when the waves start to come, and you have to realign quickly, you forget what you were saying and just jump to the nearest ship so that you are safe, and then you'll think
and move on.
Yeah.
Habari zingine ambazo zinaangaziwa katika ukurasa wa kwanza wa gazeti la Daily Nation ni Harambee Stars shares spoils with Uganda. Bila shaka ni mechi ambayo ilitoka 1-1. Teachers start fresh push for higher salaries. Wanataka kulipwa mara 3 mshahara wao. Mtazamaji, haya na mengine mengi ni baada ya mapumziko mafupi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chilea utapata mwana si wako. Kwa majina ni Muhammad Obura na hii ni Sabah Show.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Wake up to exciting mornings every day. Active Jumatatu with Muhammad Obura. Tech Tuesday with Yusuf Farah. Wednesday, the special edition Business Chat with Ibtisam Jamal. All about your health on Healthy Thursdays with Mariam Mwacharo.
On the next episode,
those people wanted to kill the prophet. They think that the prophet does not know. During that day, they see the prophet in Makkah. He's walking and they say, ha ha, we are going to kill him. Is this one, Prophet? We'll kill him.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chilea utapata mwana si wako. Kwa majina ni Muhammad Obura na hii ni Sabah Show.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chilea utapata mwana si wako. Kwa majina ni Muhammad Obura na hii ni Sabah Show. Asante sana mtazamaji kwa kuzidi kutegea runinga babu kubwa katika ukanda huu Afrika ya Mashariki na Kati. Kwa kwamba uweza kutupata katika mitandao yetu maridadi sana ya kijamii, Facebook, Twitter na Instagram, yote ni Horizon TV Kenya. Na mimi vile vile uweza nipata katika mtandao ya kijamii Facebook, najulikana kama Mohamed Samobura. Katika ule mtandao wa Twitter wenyewe nasema Twitter ni Obura_Sam na Instagram ni Obura _Moha. Haya, pale tulongelonge na tuweze kujua mambo yako vipi. Tuendelee na uchambuzi wetu wa magazeti, na sasa hivi tutupie jicho ukurasa wa kwanza wa gazeti la The Star, na habari ambayo inaangaziwa hapa ni Ruto Raila battles line drawn in Kibra poll. To forestall fallout, Orange Party ensured the nomination were fair and violent free. Na bila shaka ni uchaguzi ambao umekuwa ukiendelea kule Kibra, na Ruto vile vile alikuwa Kibra akiweza kupigia kampeni mtu wake. Raila vile vile alikuwa kule akiweza kuhakikisha kwamba chama chake kinafanya vizuri. Uchaguzi huu labda unaashiria nini katika 2022 politics between Ruto and Raila?
Najua nimekuwa nikiongea na baadhi ya wanachama wa Jubilee na wanasema wako kule kujipima misuli, waone idadi gani ya Jubilee yenye iko katika eneo bunge la Kibra. Kumbuka ya kwamba wakati huu Raila anafanya kazi pamoja na serikali. Hakuna ile uhasama yenye ilikuwa hapo awali. We do not have the sharp divisions as we used to experience. But again, it's a good test for Jubilee. But again, when you're testing yourself, you must test yourself with the right tools. You must make the right decisions. And let's wait and see what the people of Kibra will decide. And in terms of 2022, we know what can happen in Kibra.
Edu, lakini kidogo kabla ni kulete unene, Edu kidogo tutujaribu kuangalia, kumekuwa na tetesi na some allegations kwamba kuna move ya Mariga kutoka kwa Ruto, si ndio? Maana tunajua kwamba kuna tetesi, ni allegation ambazo ziko katika vyombo vya habari, timu Tangatanga, timu Kieleweke, timu Tangatanga ambayo ongezwa naye naibu rais William Ruto. Inasemekana kwamba ina msukumo kuweza kumsukuma alikuwa mchezaji wa zamani wa timu ya taifa ya Harambee Stars McD kuweza kuania kiti cha eneo bunge la Kibra. Lakini kwa tetesi zingine wanasema kwamba timu Kieleweke haimpi support, maana huenda inaonekana kwamba ni kama wamelemea upande wa Koda, kila Kuria, kila Delexofa, kila Sakaja, ni kama wamelemea upande wa Imran, basi na kuweza kusupporti McD. Ni tetesi na mambo ambayo yako kule.
Najua what you're saying is true, and let me put it in this perspective. Right now there is the faction of Kieleweke and Tangatanga within Jubilee. There are those it is perceived the Kieleweke are allied to the president and the prime minister, former prime minister, and those in Tangatanga within Jubilee are allied to the deputy president. It is perceived.
Yeah, perceived.
It is
yeah,
perceived. So this is a battle of friendlies. You understand? And there won't be much celebration as to who wins and who doesn't win, because in the end they are drawn in the same camp. You understand? But again, if ODM win, they'll not have done anything new. They just have retained the seat. But if Jubilee win, in terms of Team Tangatanga, who are seen to be advancing the candidate of Mariga, then that will be a very big score for them. A very, very massive score for them. A morale booster.
For Jubilee or for
no, not
DP?
for Jubilee, for Team Tangatanga.
Oh, for Team Tangatanga.
Yes, not for Jubilee. But again, in any case, if ANC win through Owalo, then that would be a big booster for Musalia Mudavadi, who it doesn't have any representation in Nairobi. So it will be a massive boost for him, just like Kalonzo has only one member of parliament in Nairobi. Yes.
I think I'll echo in part of what Edwin has said. When we say battle lines have been drawn, Kibra is the birthplace of ODM. Kibra is the backbone of ODM when it comes to Nairobi and in general the whole national politics of the ODM sect of politics. So Mr. DP is testing how deep are the waters when it comes. He is aiming at the heart of ODM. He is directly pulling a punch directly to the face of Mr. Odinga, and if he gets lucky to pull out a punch on him, it will be a very much added boost for him to discredit Mr. Odinga. Mr. DP has been always going around saying ule mtu akitandawili ule jam. So with him, if he gets a chance to pull out a win in Kibra, he will get the much needed publicity, and he will get the muscle to discredit Mr. Odinga more, because he will have won in the birthplace of ODM. And if you win in Kibra, there is a very much possibility for you winning in the larger western region and in Nyanza region, and eventually it will be a big boost for the larger Jubilee party, because in Nairobi it's a 50-50 win. No one really controls Nairobi politics.
Na labda nikuulize swali, odhani kwamba siasa zetu bado zimekita mizizi katika tasemaje ama katika matabaka mbalimbali, sema kwamba labda huyu mtu anatoka katika tabaka labda la Wabaluya, mimi nitampigia kura, anatoka katika tabaka la Wajaluo nitampigia kura, anatoka katika tabaka fulani, yani tribal. There's a research I think ambayo ilifanyika Kibra, and kumekuwa na tesi kwamba okay, idadi kubwa ya wakazi wa Kibra, ndio I think ni the Luyas followed by Luos, then the Nubis. Unaona? Lakini tetesi tu ambazo haziaminiki kwa maana za ukweli.
Usiogope kusema kwamba our politics are tribal. It's true, and that we practice the politics of tribalism. For it's unfortunate that for me with my name I can't vie in Kisumu ward. That's given. That's for sure. I can't be able to. The people I can't. How will I be able? The voters in this republic, first of all, they ask you, where do you? I've said it here again. Where do you come from? Who is your father? Who is your grandfather? After that, they will try and listen to your policies, no matter how good they are. But the first thing they look at is what is your second name. So that's the politics we're practicing. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality on the ground. That's the politics we practice. That's why you will see it's unfortunate. The people vying for the ODM seat, it's Imran Okoth. When it comes to Jubilee, it's McDonald Mariga. The second name matters a lot, because as you said, there is the Luya vote, there is the Luo vote, and partly somewhere you will see someone saying, associating themselves with the Kikuyu vote, the Nubian vote. So that's the kind of politics that we practice. And for us to be able to come out of the tribal politics that we practice, I think we should accept we are a tribal country. We practice the politics of tribalism, and then maybe from there we can be able to work out it from there. Because even our parties are tribal. ODM is associated because of the party leader, from where the party leader comes from. Jubilee, because of the DP and Mr. Ruto, the majority of the voters, they come from where they come from. So we should accept we practice the politics of tribalism. It's unfortunate, but I think there is a group of young Kenyans who in the near future, let's say probably in 30-40 years, will be able probably to eradicate
tribalism.
Yeah, to be able to get rid with this issue of politics of tribalism. Yeah.
Okay, on the Standard, rogue staff disabled CCTV in 72 million haste. Aya, na natatisi kwamba kuna pesa ambazo zilipotea, na pesa hizi zilikuwa zinaenda katika benki moja kule mitaa ya Nairobi West, lakini wale ambao waliiba ni wale watu ambao wanafaa kulinda maslahi ya wananchi pamoja na hizi pesa.
I think in it's unfortunate money was stolen, but there is a discussion going around about the transit money, police officers escorting money, the money that is in transit from bank to bank, from bank to the central bank, and that kind of a thing. I think the minister, the CS for internal security, the CS, forgotten the Matiang'i, Fred Matiang'i has went out to say there is a bill coming up that will enable the private security to be able to be armed and to especially to be able to take care of these issues like the transport of money on transit. And I think it's a good way. The issue of because when you read the story, they say people came up and presented themselves as police officers. So because and the guards, the security guards, the private guards that were there, let them have the go, because they are the ones who are mandated to undertake that. But because if there is a clearly outlined structure, the security institutions, you have your people and everything, you'll be able, I think it will tighten up the knots of money being stolen again.
On page 8 of the Standard, only Raila can beat Ruto in 2022 elections, says Murathe. Opposition leader Raila Odinga is the only politician who can beat Deputy President William Ruto in 2022 presidential contest. Former Jubilee Vice Chairman David Murathe has said. Edu, do you concur with Murathe?
Well, it it comes down to how the alignment and realignment will be done. We do not know on which ticket the Deputy President will run for the presidency come 2022, if God gives us life to see that.
He's in Jubilee.
Yes, and we
or he might go back to URP.
But again, you know, history is also very important to remember, because when there is a change of guard, there is always a new party. In fact, save for Khan, from 2002, we've had different parties approaching general elections. President Kibaki won with NAC in 2002. He won with PNU in 2007, though controversially. President Kenyatta won with TNA, and in 2017 he won with Jubilee. You understand? You see that metamorphosis, so it informs a number of things. Look at the way Jubilee is right now. You see, when you see one group of Jubilee campaigning for an ANC member, and another group of Jubilee campaigning for ODM, and another group of Jubilee campaigning for Jubilee. It tells you about what Jubilee is likely to be.
Something not right somewhere.
Because when we are functioning as a team, we expect to pool our efforts as a team, not to disjoint our efforts and deploy them separately. Again, those are Murathe's opinions and his views. But again, we do not know if Raila Odinga will run. And with this clamor for constitutional change and the alteration of the leadership structure, bringing into bearing an executive prime minister, which in my opinion, I think is not necessary. We are yet to see more, because again, look at it. Why do we need an executive prime minister? Why do we need a ceremonial president? Those are not the issues that we face as a country. Those are not the threats that we have. We get into electoral crisis because people do not let independent commissions work independently. People like to interfere with the electoral system, which causes a lot of dissatisfaction, animosity, and the feeling of resentment. But if we can deal with the issue of institutional governance, making IEBC be truly independent, letting what happened in Kibra nominations happen in the national election, so that when you lose honorably, and you lose and feel, yes, I tried, but luck wasn't on my side. But again, when we have these telling, anomalies, the results are not adding up, they are doctored, the system is convoluted, jammed. Yes, you cannot accept the results, because first of all, you feel these are not the true reflection of what the people did. Because Raila has always maintained, I won in 2013, I won in 2017, but victory was stolen. What about his supporters? They'll feel bad. So
every time our votes are being stolen.
Yes, and again, look at what happened in 2007. That is where where we needed to learn our lessons. Look at how many lives we lost.
That's where we needed to learn our
Yes, but we missed that lesson because we are very good in missing to learn lessons. We needed to fix the electoral system in 2007. There was this 4-point agenda.
Hold on those 4-point agenda. Mtazamaji, tazama kidogo, tukirudi itakuwa napata hizo 4-point agenda kutoka kwake Edwin Airo. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Chilea utapata mwana si wako. Kwa majina ni Muhammad Obura na hii ni Sabah Show.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Wake up to exciting mornings every day. Active Jumatatu with Muhammad Obura. Tech Tuesday with Yusuf Farah. Wednesday, the special edition Business Chat with Ibtisam Jamal. All about your health on Healthy Thursdays with Mariam Mwacharo. Aisha Khan with thorny pertinent issues every Friday on the Round Table. Fresh discussions, direct probe in Sabah Show, only on Horizon TV.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Chilea utapata mwana si wako. Kwa majina ni Muhammad Obura na hii ni Sabah Show. Kule maeneo Dar es Salaam Tanzania, Msimbazi, wakina Jackie Diame wanatufuatilia kwa karibu sana. Na kama nahodha tutafuatilia uchambuzi wa magazeti kutoka taifa lenyu la Kenya. Shukran. Edu, kabla mapumziko mafupi, ulikuwa unanieleza 4 pointers kwa niaba ya mtazamaji aweze kunufaika. The 4 pointers that you are telling me.
Unajua wakati nchi hii ilipatikana na msukosuko wa kisiasa in 2007, the disputed general elections in
2008 tulihangaika sana.
Yeah, 2000 and the elections were conducted in 2007 December, and the crisis started thereof, running into 2008. We had the intervention of the late, may God rest his soul in peace, Dr. Kofi Annan. And he came and he really mediated successfully and satisfactorily. And he said the country, he collapsed our issues into 4. There's the issue of the need for constitutional and institutional reforms. There's the issue of inequality and representation. There's the issue of poverty and the issue of unemployment among the youth. The issue of land. It was featuring very prominently. When you talk
land has been a major issue.
Yes, when you talk about land in this country, it becomes very emotive, very, very emotive. And that made agenda number 4. So now, in 2007, we had this global financial crisis. Recession was everywhere in the world. Even US economy was hit hard. And the world actually has never fully recovered from that global recession. And the World Bank notes that the world might not experience the growth rate prior to 2007, 2008. We got into that crisis at a very awkward time, at a time when the global economy was not working, at a time when our economy wasn't productive as it should be.
It was growing.
Yes, it was still growing. And again, look at it. We needed to put together a number of things. And we are grateful that President Kenyatta was the then finance minister. And he developed, yes, he developed this, the economic stimulus package that were to jumpstart our economy into productivity. and into growth rate. He wanted the GDP to regain breadth, to regain strength. But again, somewhere, the economic stimulus program was halted. He had injected a number of, a huge sum of money in agriculture, in forestry, in so many things, just to jumpstart our economy. And again, in terms of fixing electoral issues, we learnt zero lesson.
We learnt zero.
And that's why, just a minute before my colleague comes in, that's why in 2013, we still had the issue of rigged election. Because
in 2013? 2013.
Yes. Because again,
elections were rigged.
Claimed.
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 Okay, thank you.
Yes, claimed. And when we still face the issue of disputed elections, and we understand how losing is in this country because of the heavy investment politicians put in these campaigns.
You cannot allow yourself to lose an election.
In this country.
How? How do you lose?
Because our election is based on material things, not largely on your ability to convince us on your blueprint. You see, losing in US isn't a big deal as it is in this country. Because you're committing even your personal resources in this campaign. And when you lose after the campaign, how do you regroup? How do you get yourself again moving? So if we can fix the issue of IBC properly, if we can fix the issue of youth unemployment, and in this case I mean, constitutional and institutional reform doesn't amount to altering the leadership structure we have. It is just to make sure that every community feels represented. That's why we have these nominative positions. That's why probably what we can say is, if we did a constitutional amendment, let us say the runners-up in a presidential election ends up in parliament. So that
the runners-up?
Yes, runners-up ends up in parliament. Not necessarily...
Do you think that the house will be crowded?
Not really. You do not want to wish away somebody with 6 million votes. 6 million votes, those are very many people, registered voters. So this person cannot just go home. Let us put them somewhere.
Democracy.
Yes, it is, but look at what happened.
We practice democracy.
Because losing in this country, many a times people claim, is never on fair grounds.
I think Obura, Edwin is being economical with giving his analysis. He has taken us to Tanzania, South Africa, US, UK, then he has come back here. Then I don't know which point he made, because all he has made is allegation after allegation, even made allegation against the United States and the United, I think the issue, one of the things he said was, why do we need an executive prime minister? Because we don't allow our institution to run very well, and interference. Where does the interference come from? They come from, first, the person, regardless of who sits in the building at the hill, the president, regardless of who is the president, is the first person who interferes in how our institutions run. Prior to before Kenyatta, he is the head of the republic. He can make a phone call and demand for anything. Prior to him, to Mr. Kenyatta committing himself to fighting corruption, we remember the phone call that Sonko called him when there were demolitions in Nairobi when he was the senator, and the head of state said, Mimi nimesema wachana na hiyo. He himself has said when people were being arrested for corruption, they used to call him and he would intervene and say, please let that guy go. So Edwin asks why our institutions are not running. Our institutions will not run if we continue having the structure that we have in leadership. I know he is saying that because he is a publicly declared pro-Tanga member, and he won't say anything that seems to disagree with his political master. No, not even Tanga is political master. Who is the DP? So the issue of having a presidential ceremonial president is to have a uniting figure in this country, a person who like the Queen of England, a person who is non-partisan, a person who puts ahead the country before self, a person.
He doesn't belong to any political party.
He doesn't belong to any political party for say. He's there to unite the country. Even Ethiopia have the same structure, and they are lucky because their ceremonial president currently is a woman. And then the issue of having an executive prime minister and expanding the executive, I think those are the issues that ail us. When Edwin says there is no employment, the issue of land, the issue of injustice, because when the main issue that comes around and tears this country into two, it's when people run for the presidency. I've said this time and again. If for 2022 it's Odinga and DP, it will be Rift Valley and a part of what another community that will join them with the Nyanza region, the coast, and it will be a fight in politics. It will be a tribal clash of that. But when we have an expanded executive where there is the power will not be concentrated to a single person, I think that's when we'll start now dealing with issues, the issue of unemployment, the issue of land, the issue of joblessness, the issue of taking care of the whole country infrastructure and that kind of a thing. So, but I think we shouldn't go around being economical according to where our political masters lay.
It's a very serious allegation that I do not think merits this show. This is a very serious show. But look at what he says. He says, we'll only realize economic growth and have lesser numbers of youth unemployment when we alter the leadership structure to create for the position of prime minister, which is a very false way of addressing things. Because
is it false?
Yes, he has actually advanced a false statement, because right now it is the responsibility of the government to make sure that the economy is working, to make sure that there is youth. The number of young people who are unemployed are just reducing. Is
the government doing nothing on that?
The government is
the government doing nothing on that?
No, the government is doing something.
Is not doing anything. We need to have working and we need to be truthful to ourselves.
Don't you have good structures for the youth?
We don't have. After every 5 years, for almost 1 year, the whole country is a standstill. There are no investors coming in. The economy almost comes to a standstill. People are not going to school. People are even not working. The prices of goods go ahead. That's when we see where corruption comes in place. So, and that is brought about by politics. When we say the government that is in place, this government will come. When the Kibaki government had the vision 2030, that any successive government would follow up to that.
After that, now, following xenophobic attack, Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari will pay a state visit to South Africa next month, following a wave of xenophobic attack in both countries. The South African president announced on Saturday. So the state visit by Buhari to South Africa. Xenophobic has been going on in South Africa and also in Nigeria.
You know, it's unfortunate. I will try and paraphrase a tweet I saw that says 20 years ago, Africa cried for South Africa because of the black majority, the apartheid, the rule of law that and the injustice they were facing. But 20 years later, South Africa is making the rest of Africa cry. And I think it's unfortunate that the blunt of the ills of South Africa and the misfortunes of the black majority in South Africa are using other black foreign migrants as the scapegoat of the issues that they face. I think the issue was when Madiba was given his freedom, he negotiated for political power, but he didn't negotiate for economic power. So the people they are ruled by black men, but the people who control the economy are white people. So I think it goes out to South Africans to try and sort out their issues. We have seen some claims coming out that maybe a part of South Africans are lazy, they don't want to work, they don't want to do these manual jobs, they don't want to struggle. So I think it's the issue of South Africa being able to sort out the issue of from the regime of apartheid. We have seen the issue of land reparations coming up. White men came, took up their lands, they were taken into slums. Those lands are still controlled by white men, and a few black white people who are in power. So I think it's right time that it goes around, I'll say, to who are our colonial masters. They brought these problems to us, and I think it's the responsibility of the Dutch and the British government to come and try and help the messes that they created in Africa, because they drew these boundaries, they gave us the political structures and government that we use, they gave us the institutions, the military, the police, and I think it's up to them to try and sort out these problems, because in time immemorial we were Africans and we didn't have these white man problems.
On page 8 of the Daily Nation, teachers now want pay triple in next 2 years. Raha kweli kweli. Na katika ukurasa wa 12, shortage of specialists as counties stop doctors from going for studies. And hapa chini ya gazeti hili la Daily Nation ukurasa wa 12, haya, Kianguli boys families get compensated. Families of Kianguli Boys High School students who died in a fire have received 53 million in compensation after 18 years of wait. Ni mkasa ambao uliweza kutokea mwaka 2001 na hadi kufikia sasa chanzo cha mkasa huu hakijajulikana, lakini serikali imeweza kutoa fidia kwa zaidi ya familia 63. Tujua kwamba zaidi ya wanafunzi 60 waliweza kupoteza maisha yao katika mkasa huu wa moto. Edu, tumekuwa tukishuhudia mikasa ya moto katika taifa hili la Kenya, hasa shule za upili, lakini chanzo cha moto katika mabweni na shule hakijaweza kujulikana, ama upele kwamba utafiti wafanywa, lakini atuelezwi labda chanzo kilikuwa ni nini. Wadhani kwamba mikasa kama hino ya moto yafaa kukomeshwa vipi katika taifa hili la Kenya? Tafaa kuchukua majukumu.
Najua, this wave of arson. The first question is, why is it that it is only in third term that we experience the wave of arson? And this is the term that national exams are administered. This is the term that Form 4s get to transit to universities for those who qualify, and other colleges depending on your grade. And again, we look at how our system of education works. It is exam-centered. People cram to respond to questions, not necessarily to understand. When a student walks out of that class and you ask them, what answers did you give to these questions? Some of them, you will be surprised that they just come from the exam room and they have already forgotten. Because cramming was
immediately after the exam.
Yes, purposely was to
sit for the exam.
Yes, to sit for the exam, and that's it. So what we need to do is embrace this competence-based curriculum. Because that is the answer to this wave of arson. And again, we need to really talk to our students at home before they go to school, and we take it to school as well, so that we talk to them. And again, allow me to say this. You see, quickly. In South Africa, xenophobia is their case. In Kenya, it is electro-violence. You understand? This is something that is recurrent. We had xenophobia. It is here again. We've had electro-violence nearly in every electro cycle.
I think even in 2015 there was xenophobia in South Africa.
Yes. You see, it becomes recurrent. And look at this. Mandela is a world icon, not just an African icon. But again, when you do not crush your enemy properly, there is the fear or the risk of resurgence. And when they recur, they are more immune, and dealing with them is very, very difficult. Mandela needed to do a holistic liberation. But again, we do not put the blame on him. The South Africans are in their country. They need to group themselves and chart the way forward, like we are doing in our country. We've identified electoral injustice as the cause of electoral violence. And I think with Chapter 6 in place, it is sufficient mechanism for us to deal with this electoral injustice. We must make independent institutions independent. We do not need, we cannot carry everybody who loses an election into government. You understand? That is also increasing the wage bill. You understand? Look at what...
That's how we practice democracy.
But again, you see, in democracy, there is the winner and the loser. Just that we are saying the two main contenders, the first and the second runners-up, doesn't go home, at least land somewhere. but again, I do not mean we weaken the president. We want our president to remain president. Okay? We can say, you be official opposition, we amend a few things here and there. You see, like the president...
So we are supposed to amend the constitution? Quickly as we finish.
There is a democratic process. We can amend the constitution to allow for the position of, leader of official opposition in parliament, or we can find a way of incorporating the second runners-up, to be somewhere in government, so that they do not go home and make noise and make chaos around before my colleague comes in.
Just quickly, because I have around 1 minute to finish.
Yes, because again, my colleague talked about Ethiopia. Ethiopia is very different. Look at their GDP. Their GDP is 8.2. Ours is in 6. World Bank puts it at 5.8. You understand? So there is a very big difference in terms of growth rate.
A big gap.
Yeah, the economy is strong. The economy is strong. Again, what we need to do as a country, because this country has more wealth than we can imagine.
More wealth.
This country can fund its budget. In Kibaki administration, we funded 95% of our fiscal budget. So why is it that right now we are in a very huge deficit? It is because of the projects, many projects that have been launched and done, they have been as a result of inflated cost.
Okay, as we finish.
Give me time to respond to...
I'm only giving 30 seconds.
No, you can't give me 30 seconds because he has accused me severally.
One thing, you can respond to the
yes, I have, because he directed them to me. One thing I'll say, when we talk of incorporating, he's saying we incorporate the person who is as the leader of opposition. Why should we do that? Because we use tribal politics. So when one loses, the second one loses, our community loses out. If they are not in government, if that person goes home, they feel they are not a part of the government. That should be incorporated in government. The issue he said of Ethiopia is a different case. Ethiopia, their economy is doing very well because they don't have the issue of politics. Every 5 years, they don't have to hold the economy in siege and give time for politicians. So I think at the end of the day, my last comment in 10 seconds, Obura. Last comment in that, because he keeps on accusing me, and you should give me time to respond to that, Obura, and protect me.
Mtazamaji, bila shaka imekuwa ni uchambuzi wa masuala ya magazeti, na studioni kila siku ya Jumatatu lazima kutawaka, na tupatane siku ya Jumatatu mwendo huu wa asubuhi kuanzia saa 2 hadi saa 3 ndani ya uchambuzi wa magazeti. Lakini kwa kauli hino, nazama kidogo na nikirudi tutakuwa tunaendelea na gumzo letu kuu. Usiondoke, manake baada ya mapumziko mafupi nitakuwa narejea na kikosi kingine cha wageni. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chilea utapata mwana si wako. Kwa majina ni Muhammad Obura na hii ni Sabah Show.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Wake up to exciting mornings every day. Active Jumatatu with Muhammad Obura. Tech Tuesday with Yusuf Farah. Wednesday, the special edition Business Chat with Ibtisam Jamal. All about your health on Healthy Thursdays with Mariam Mwacharo. Aisha Khan with thorny pertinent issues every Friday on the round table. Fresh discussions, direct probes in Sabah Show, only on Horizon TV.
On the next episode,
Those people wanted to kill the prophet. They think that the prophet does not know. During